Can you combine investments for UAE Golden Visa? AED 1 million in property, 1 million in fixed deposit. That's 2 million in total. Golden Visa? Rejected. Wait, what? I get this question at least 3 times a week, and the confusion costs people thousands in wasted time and incorrect applications. I'm Zeba Majithia, and today I'm answering the most important question on UAE Golden Visa investment. Can you combine different investment types to reach 2 million threshold? The answer might surprise you, and it could save you from making an expensive mistake. Let's break it down. Watch until the end on the best strategy. The UAE Golden Visa is one of the most attractive long-term residency programs in the world. 10 years, renewable, family sponsorship, no minimum stay requirement, and there are multiple investment pathways to get it. Real estate, fixed deposit, business investments, investment funds, and so on. Each pathway requires a minimum 2 million invested, 2 million dirhams invested, but here's where people get it confused. If I have 1 million dirhams in property and 1 million dirhams in a bank account, that's 2 million, right? In total. So should I qualify? Wrong. You cannot qualify. And today I'm going to show you exactly why, what are the rules actually, and what you should actually be doing instead. Let's get into it. The Golden Visa pathways. Before we dive into whether you can combine investments, let me quickly recap a few main Golden Visa investment pathways. The real estate investment pathway, wherein you have to have a minimum invested amount in real estate, 2 million. Bear in mind, this is different for every emirate. Can be across one property or multiple properties, can be ready, off plan, or mortgage. Must be retained for the visa validity period. The second pathway is the fixed deposit. The minimum deposit in the bank needs to be 2 million dirhams, must be frozen for a minimum 2 years, has to be with a UAE centralized bank, with the central bank, licensed bank. It cannot be with a finance house. The third one is your business investments. Minimum capital invested, 2 million in a UAE company, must have valid commercial or industrial license. Capital must be registered with the company. Active business operations required. Each pathway is separate and independent, and the last part is the key. Let me show you why. Okay, the big question, can you combine different investments? So for example, if I own a property in Dubai and I have a 1 million deposit in a bank, which is 2 million total, can I get a golden visa? Absolutely not. And here's why. Each Golden Visa pathway is separate. The minimum threshold is 2 million in each pathway. You cannot mix and match different investment categories to reach your threshold. Let me break this down for you, which is what doesn't qualify. 1 million property, 1 million fixed deposit, total 2 million does not qualify for Golden Visa. Why? Because you haven't met the 2 million threshold in one particular category or in a single category. Okay. So what qualifies? If you have 2 million in a property, could be one or multiple properties, rented, off plan, mortgage, it's okay. It's as long as it's 2 million or above, you can qualify. Similarly, with fixed deposit, as long as it's 2 million dirhams minimum, qualifies for a Golden Visa. It's the investment for the Golden Visa via your deposit, bank deposits. So let's break down why does this rule exist of not combining different assets or different incomes? Because logically, it's 2 million, either it's in property or in FD or it's together, right? Why? You might be wondering, why doesn't the UAE allow this investment option? Here's the logic behind it. Clear investment intent, which means the Golden Visa is designed to attract investors who make a significant, committed investment to one of the specific areas. Could be real estate, your banking sector, business economy, investment funds. By requiring 2 million in one category, they ensure genuine, substantial investment. The regulatory simplicity. which means each pathway has a different governing body to it. For example, with property, it's the Dubai Land Department if it's a Dubai based property. If it's a fixed deposit, it's a central bank who monitors it. Third one is basically the long term commitment. So each pathway requires you to maintain that investment. It has to be retained. Could be a property or could be a deposit. The deposit is frozen with the bank and there's a lien on it. Or if it's a business, it must be operational. And if you could combine, it also means that it gets too complex for compliance purposes because everybody has a different governing body to it. The common confusion. Let me clear up some of the most common confusion scenarios we come across. So scenario 1, multiple properties. Can I combine 3 different properties to get a 2 million dirham visa? 100% you can go for it. Number 2, property by mortgage. If my property is mortgage, can I qualify for it? 100% go for it. You can. The third scenario is property plus business investment or property plus fixed deposit to reach 2 million. Does that qualify? Unfortunately, not, as you got it right. The categories are different and you have to be in that particular pathway if you want, and you have to be clear about which pathway you select. So the most important question is, can you switch investments? Okay, for example, if I have a golden visa with property, can I later on, if I plan to sell my property, can I shift it to a deposit which I have in the bank? Well, you cannot do that because you will have to cancel one visa type because the property was done with the land department, whereas the investment has to be done with a bank which is registered by the central bank, right? So you cannot switch it. You will have to cancel from one category and jump on to the next category. So which investment is good for you? Personally, I would prefer doing a property because you get rental income, you have a property appreciation margin on that, there's no inflation on that. But that's my view. Your choice depends upon your goals, your risk tolerance, and financial situation. What if you can't reach the 2 million threshold? Now, what if you simply cannot or don't want to invest another 1 million, assuming you already have 1 million invested? You still have other options. They're just not the 10 years golden visa. So alternative 1 is, assuming if you are above the age of 55 and if your property is above 1 million or above in dirham terms, you can qualify for a 5 years visa. Option 2, if your property is 750,000 dirhams, doesn't matter what age criteria it is, you can get a 2 years visa. Or option 3 is, if you have a business or an employment visa, right? In that case, you can get a 2-year visa, which is renewable and still allows you to sponsor your dependents. So if you don't have the 10 years visa, it doesn't matter. You still have these options available. The bottom line is, if you can't reach 2 million in one category right now, don't force it. Explore other visa options or wait until you're financially ready. So key takeaways. So let's wrap it up with the key takeaways you need to remember. You cannot combine different investment categories. It needs to be one particular category. However, you can combine multiple investments from that particular same category to reach a threshold of 2 million dirhams. So there you have it, the definitive answer to one of the most asked questions about UAE Golden Visa. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I post new UAE business, visa, investment guides every week. Drop a comment below with your situation. I read and respond to every single one. And if you need personalized consultation, figuring out which is the best visa strategy for you, please get in touch. Book in a consultation. Me or my team will be happy to address it. I've helped hundreds of investors successfully navigate the Golden Visa process, whether through property to deposits, business, funds, or whichever category it may be. And I'd love to help you too. The link is in the description. Quick question for you. Which golden visa route would you choose? Would you choose the property, fixed deposit, business income, or something else? Comment below. I'm curious. Until next time, this is Zeba Majithia reminding you the UAE Golden Visa is one of the best residency programs in the world, but only if your structure is correct. Don't waste time and money on applications that don't qualify. See you in the next video.